There is a belief so deeply embedded in American culture that almost nobody ever questions it. It sounds responsible. It sounds logical. It sounds like exactly the kind of thing a financially smart person would believe. And it is quietly destroying the financial future of millions of people who follow it faithfully every single day. The myth is this: you need money to make money. For words. Simple, convincing, and almost universally believed. Think about how many times you have heard it. Think about how many times you have said it yourself. Think about how many financial decisions you have made or not made, because somewhere in the back of your mind this belief was sitting there telling you that you cannot start until you have enough. Enough saved. Enough earned. Enough put aside. Enough to finally begin. And so you wait, and you work, and you tell yourself that someday when you have enough, then you will start building real wealth. But someday never comes, because enough never feels like enough. And the waiting itself becomes the thing that keeps you stuck forever. This myth is so powerful because it contains just enough truth to feel completely true. Yes, having more money makes certain investments easier. Yes, capital helps. Yes, starting with more is generally better than starting with less. But the myth takes that partial truth and stretches it into a complete lie. The lie that says you cannot start at all without significant money already in place. And that lie has stopped more people from building wealth than any market crash or economic crisis ever has. The truth is that you need knowledge and habits far more than you need money. Think about the lottery winner who loses everything within 5 years. They had money, enormous amounts of it, but they did not have the knowledge, habits, and mindset to sustain it. And so the money disappeared as quickly as it came. Now think about the person who builds wealth slowly from almost nothing. Small, consistent investments, deliberate spending decisions, a growing understanding of how money works, and over time, something significant emerges from almost nothing. The difference was never the starting amount. It was always the knowledge and the habits. You can start building financial knowledge today with $0. You can start building financial habits today with $20 a month. You can start understanding investing today with a free account and a few dollars just to learn. The starting point does not need to be significant. It just needs to exist. And here is the most powerful reframe of this entire video. Waiting until you have more money to start is the exact reason you never have more money. This sounds like a paradox, but it is just psychology. Every month you wait to start investing, you lose a month of compound growth. Every year you tell yourself you will start when things are more stable, you lose a year of building financial habits that become easier the longer you practice them. The people who waited until they had enough to start are still waiting. The people who started with almost nothing have been compounding for years while everyone else was getting ready to begin. Starting small is not a consolation prize. It is the actual strategy, because starting small means starting now. And now always beats later when it comes to building wealth. $20 invested today is worth more than $200 invested 2 years from now. Not just mathematically, psychologically, because the person who starts today builds identity momentum that the person who waits never gets. Here is what I want you to take from this video. You do not need more money to start. You need to start to eventually have more money. The myth had it completely backwards. And every day you believed it was a day your future wealth was sitting idle waiting for you to begin. You can begin today, with whatever you have, even if it feels embarrassingly small, because small and started will always beat large and waiting. Drop in the comments. Have you ever told yourself you will start saving or investing when you have more money? Just yes or no, because I guarantee most people watching this have said exactly that at some point. Hit subscribe because every week we go deeper into the psychology and the truth behind money. I will see you there.